Quick recap. My wedding fell apart when I learned my husband Daniel is my cousin. His uncle Thomas was supposedly my real father. His father Gerald had known for 8 years and stayed silent because of money and because someone had been pretending to be me to claim it. So I sat on Gerald's kitchen floor at midnight in my wedding dress while he explained the trust. Thomas left $400,000 for his words, any biological child of Thomas, claimable by DNA. 8 months ago, someone tried to claim it using my name and my social security number and failed only because the DNA did not match the sample Thomas left behind. Only one person had my documents, the sister who drained Mom's savings and vanished to Portland. Renee. So I called her, first time in 4 years. She answered on the first ring. She did not steal that trust for herself. She filed a failed claim on purpose because a failed claim freezes everything for 2 years. She froze it to protect me. Mom's savings went to a lawyer and a private investigator. The man she ran off to Portland with was the investigator. She had spent 4 years building a case against the person quietly trying to take Thomas's money through me. And then she told me to sit down. Because the investigator had finally gotten the trust company to release one detail, the reference DNA sample, the one they tested every claimant against. The sample Gerald told me belonged to his dead twin brother Thomas. It did not belong to a dead man. It belonged to Gerald. There was no twin. There never was. The young man in the photograph, my biological father, was not Thomas. It was Gerald, 26 years ago. Gerald is my father, which means Daniel is not my cousin. Daniel is my brother. I dropped the phone. Down the hall, I could hear Gerald still making tea, humming like a man who had finally gotten everything he wanted. Because here is what he wanted. He had a daughter he abandoned and a fortune he could not legally touch. So when his son fell in love with a girl at a coffee shop and Gerald recognized her face, he did not warn anyone. He encouraged it. He walked us toward the altar. Because if his abandoned daughter married his son, the money would quietly come home to his family, and no one would ever test the one thing he could not survive being tested. His own blood. Daniel never knew. That is the part that still breaks me. He married me because he loved me. We are both his victims. His father handed his own children to each other and poured the tea. The marriage is annulled. Gerald is under investigation for fraud. Daniel and I do not speak, because what is there to even say? And Renee, the sister I hated for 4 years, turned out to be the only person in my family who ever told me the truth by lying to everyone to buy time. So before you judge her, tell me, if the only way to protect someone you love was to make them despise you, could you do it? Because she did, and I will spend the rest of my life knowing I almost did not pick up the phone. Comment below.